Welcome to a new day full of energy and hope. Today we will follow the special journey of Tieu Ca, a strong single mother who is beginning the process of chopping wood and building a home for herself and little Han. Join me as we explore the heartfelt moments, challenges, and joys that unfold along this journey. Don't miss out. Let's follow and share in Tieu Ca's inspiring story together. Today, like every other day, while Tieu Ca is busy with her daily tasks, CEO Hùng is caught up in the whirlwind of running his company. Sitting in his office, his mind is consumed by important plans and decisions. For several days, he hasn't been able to leave the company, but his heart is always with Tieu Ca, the woman who bravely faces her struggles every day without him by her side. The brief messages he sends are like invisible bridges connecting their souls, letting her know that he always cares and is thinking of her. As for Tieu Ca, she remains resilient in her own rhythm of life. Today she managed to buy quite a few fresh, delicious loofahs and even set aside a few for little Han, knowing how much he loves them. Returning home earlier than expected, she took the opportunity to climb the hill and start chopping wood to soon build their dream home. Though she knows Hùng is busy with work, she holds no resentment, silently carrying out the task herself, feeling a gentle sadness because of the promise he made before. To chop wood together, a promise yet to be fulfilled. After a long, tiring day, instead of resting, Hùng decided to step into the kitchen himself, a place where he's never been very skilled. But today, everything was for Tieu Ca. He carefully selected the freshest ingredients and began cooking a special dish he was sure she would love. The sound of chopping, the boiling water, and his cheerful singing filled the kitchen, rejuvenating his spirit, filling him with joy and hope. He imagined Tieu Ca's bright eyes as she enjoyed the meal he prepared with his own hands, like a blessing for the new journey they were embarking on together. Today, though they were apart physically, their hearts beat in unison with silent love, empathy, and invisible sharing. Hùng and Tieu Ca, seemingly distant pieces, are always looking toward each other, nurturing their future, and the little home gradually taking shape from sturdy logs and simple meals filled with love. After finishing preparing the meal, Hùng carefully packed it and carried it up to Tieu Ca's house. But when he arrived, he searched the small house thoroughly and couldn't find her anywhere. A sudden intuition told him she must have gone up to the plot of land where she had been diligently working to build their home. Without hesitation, he quickly headed in that direction. The gentle breeze blew softly, and the afternoon sunlight filtered through the leaves. When he arrived, Hùng was shocked and deeply worried to see Tieu Ca struggling alone, dragging heavy logs down the hill. Sweat dotted her forehead, and the sunlight revealed every line of effort and determination on her face. Most of all, he couldn't forget that she was carrying a little life inside her, yet still pushing herself to do such hard labor. His heart ached painfully. He hurried over and slowly took the heavy log from her trembling arms. His warm hands gently helped share the burden. He asked softly, his voice full of concern, "Why did you go chopping wood all alone today without calling me to come along? I know I've been busy lately, but you shouldn't be overworking yourself, especially when you're pregnant." Tieu Ca looked at him, offering a gentle but determined smile. "I know you're busy, so I didn't want to trouble you. I just wanted to finish this work on my own." Hùng gently placed his hand on her shoulder, his tone softening. "You need to rest. Don't do such heavy work anymore. I'll help you finish the rest." He gently guided her step by step to the large tree with cool shade, where they both sat down, and the world seemed to pause in that tender moment. Hùng softly placed his hand on her shoulder, his eyes full of warmth, protection, and love. Tieu Ca leaned her head against him, feeling the warmth and steadfast companionship amid the busyness of life. In the quiet forest, the sound of the wind, birdsong, and their soft whispers blended together, creating a sweet love song of affection and sharing. This was not just a moment of rest, but also a milestone of a new journey. The journey of building their home, where together they would lay each brick, each piece of wood, and build a house filled with happiness. After finding a spot under the wide, shady tree, where gentle breezes mingled with the warm, golden light of the summer afternoon, Hùng and Tieu Ca began to immerse themselves in intimate conversation. The peaceful and quiet atmosphere added to the closeness between them, washing away the fatigue of a long day's labor. Suddenly, Hùng remembered something, smiling as his eyes lit up with joy. "Ah, I brought food up for you. How could I forget? Take a break and eat some of the meal I cooked. This dish is made especially for you. I'm sure you'll like it." Tieu Canin Anta, Joy Mat Quaco Sanglen Voilong Piet on Va Mot Chut Ngong Ngong. She gently replied, "Thank you so much. I really didn't expect you to think of me so carefully. The food you cook yourself must be delicious." Hùng smiled softly, opened the lunchbox, and handed it to her. The aroma of the dishes gently filled the peaceful air. Refreshing lufa soup, tender and fragrant braised meat, and fresh green vegetables, all simple but filled with sincere love. Together, they savored each bite, tasting the flavors infused with affection. Their gentle laughter mingled with the sound of the breeze, making the moment warm and complete. Tieu Chanoi Ninh Hang Ban Biet Nhong Quan Kach Nai Kin Moi Thu Kam De Kogia Tree. No matter how hard life gets, having you by my side gives me strength. Hùng took her hand in his eyes full of love and determination. "I will always be here with you, to face everything together. This house won't just be a shelter, it will hold our dreams and our love." Under the gentle afternoon sunlight, accompanied by the breeze whispering through the leaves and the sweet scent of the countryside, that moment became truly special, etched deeply into their hearts. They didn't just share a meal, they exchanged their hearts, nurturing sweet memories and laying a solid foundation for their future home, where every brick and every piece of wood was soaked with love and dedication. In the quiet space of the afternoon, as the sunlight softened and the wind gently rustled the leaves, Hùng and Tieu Ca remained seated, sharing stories and simple moments full of meaning. Yet the work of building the house still lay ahead, and Tieu Ca's strength was nearly spent after a long, hard day. With determined eyes, Hùng said, "Let me help you with the rest of the work. Together, we will soon complete our dream home." Tieu kan hinanta, joy mat kwa ko sang len voi sutin tong va amao. They both knew that no matter how difficult the journey ahead might be, they would no longer be alone. And so the story continues, where CEO Hùng officially joins Tieu Ca in chopping wood, building the house, and creating a home with their own hands and love. Stay tuned for the next video to witness the heartfelt moments, the shared joys, and the power of love unfolding step by step in their journey.
Tiểu Ca, cô gái vẫn luôn kiên cường với nhịp sống riêng của mình. Hôm nay, cô thu mua khá được nhiều mứt tươi ngon, thậm chí còn giữ lại vài quả dành riêng cho bé Han, bởi cô biết cô bé rất thích món ăn ấy. Trở về nhà sớm hơn dự kiến, cô tranh thủ leo lên đồi, bắt đầu công việc chặt gỗ sớm của mình để sớm dựng ngôi nhà mơ ước. Dù biết Hùng đang bận rộn về công việc, cô không hề oán trách anh, mà chỉ âm thầm tự mình hoàn thành, mang thêm một chút buồn mang mác vì lời hứa ngày trước của anh sẽ cùng cô lên đồi chặt gỗ để dựng nhà. Sau một ngày làm việc mệt nhoài, thay vì nghỉ ngơi, Hùng đã quyết định tự tay vào bếp, nơi mà anh chưa bao giờ giỏi giang công việc bếp núc. Nhưng hôm nay, tất cả vì Tiểu Ca, anh nhẹ nhàng lấy những nguyên liệu tươi ngon nhất, bắt đầu nấu món ăn đặc biệt mà mình tin chắc rằng cô sẽ thích. Khi tiếng sao thái, tiếng nước sôi hòa quyện với điệu ca nhạc vui tươi của anh vang lên trong bếp, tâm hồn anh như trẻ lại, tràn đầy niềm vui và hy vọng. Anh hình dung ra ánh mắt rạng rỡ của Tiểu Ca khi nhận được thức ăn cũng như món ăn do chính tay anh nấu. Nhưng anh không hề biết ở bên kia Tiểu Ca đang một mình vật lộn với những cây gỗ rất to để chặt và mang về nhà để dựng nhà một mình. Ngày hôm nay, dù mỗi người ở một nơi, nhưng trái tim của họ vẫn hòa nhịp trong những yêu thương thầm lặng, trong sự thông cảm và chia sẻ vô hình. Hùng và Tiểu Ca, những mảnh